thinking about coming back or going. But at the end of the day, I just sat down with my family and my supporting cast, and just realized it was the best decision for me to just go for it and put my name in the draft. But I'm excited to get one last chance with my brothers and go out there for the Rose Bowl.
Yeah, well, first of all, congratulations.
I appreciate it.
And second, why did you want to play in the Rose Bowl? I know that's kind of an obvious answer, but opting out is getting popular.
Right. Yeah, so me, I was always brought up and raised from, like, I get this from my dad, never quit. Like, whatever you start, finish it. And this season has been a great season for us, and it'll be even greater if we just finish what we start and get that Rose Bowl championship.
Do you think that's like a common theme across the team? Because Brenton also declared, and he's
Right.
also playing.
Right. Yeah, I just think that's the culture we have in the locker room. You see Brenton, you see Todd Burton. All these guys just want to go out there and get a ring that says champion on it, and that's our goal.
Since you're leaving, what's your confidence level like in the guys that are returning, like O's returning, Hunter's returning, and then some of the younger guys are stepping up?
Right. Yeah, I got nothing but faith in those guys. Olu, as you guys know, going to be a top 10 pick in the future. And then Hunter, he's going to be a great center. Those guys, and then you got young guys, Drew Shelton and Vanga coming, stepping up. And then you got Landon coming back off of injury. And you got Nick Dawkins coming back off of injury. You just got a whole bunch of guys that are going to have a lot of depth. And I'm excited to watch them, man. I'm going to be rooting for them every week.
100%.
Mm-hmm.
You got it.
When you say Hunter's going to be a good center, what makes that so?
Oh, yeah. Just if you watch him at guard, you can realize that I think he's a center. But just when I watch him in practice, it's just how quick he is off the ball. And he's, I don't think you guys understand how fast he is. Like in the summer, he ran 19 miles per hour, and that's like unheard of for an offensive lineman.
Just for comparison's sake, what did you run, if you're willing to share?
I was like, my top speed was like 17.
And what's the fastest you've ever seen since you've been in State?
That, 19, yeah. For an O-lineman, for sure. And just how fast he is and how explosive he is when he makes contact on the second level, it's going to be a great center for us.
You made that transition from guard to center, obviously. So looking back on that, what was the biggest challenge that you thought you were going to face making that transition that he'll face compared to how it all played out?
Really, I told him this, just being loud with your ID and being vocal more than you think you have to, over-communicate. And that's really, when you get that down, it all just plays in the part because you're just playing guard, really. You're playing like both sides of the ball. So once he gets like communication down and doesn't have to worry about it, it becomes second nature. Sky's the limit.
You said you went back and forth on your NFL draft decision. So when did you finally come to the realization that that was what you wanted to do, go pro?
Literally like the day before I posted.
And that you posted it?
The 23rd, yeah. So like that day, the night before, it just hit me. And my family, I told my family, and they was like, "We got your back. We support you." And they was just let me know they with me no matter what. So I don't know. It was just something, I guess, God telling me, but it was just something I felt, and I just went for it.
What kind of feedback have you gotten from scouts, people in the NFL, in your circle so far?
So far, I got like anywhere from 4th, 5th, 6th round. But that all changes, and I'm looking forward to putting myself out there and changing that projection for sure.
Where are you going to train? Do you figure all that stuff out yet?
I'm still in the works of it, but I should figure it out by the end of this week for sure.
In terms of what you've seen from Utah so far on film, anything really jump out at you about them?
Just how fast their linebackers are. They run to the ball, they come downhill, and their D-line up front is big and strong. And we just got to come out and play our game, and we'll be fine.
Cheers, thank you.
No problem.
So what's the origin of Juice as opposed to Frederick?
Yeah, so when I was little, my dad gave me my nickname Juice, and I had it my whole life. And he said when I was little, I didn't drink milk. I just wanted juice. So he just called me, they called me Juicy. I was called Juicy up to like middle school. Then when I got to high school, people stopped calling me Juice. They started calling me Juice. And it just stuck for real. And I still tell people like my name's Juice. I don't really like Frederick that much.
Did Did you like juice originally in middle school, and then?
Oh yeah. I would always tell, like, some teachers was cool about it, some teachers wasn't. I would always tell them, like, hey, my name's Juice. You know, and you always get that reaction. It was funny.
Utah and Penn State had losing years in 2020. Michigan had a losing year and is now back-to-back playoff. Obviously, that was an outlier because of COVID. But when you look back at that season, what stands out about it?
The 2020 season.
Yeah.
I just think, like you said, COVID played a big part in it. And, you know, when you get a new offensive coordinator, a whole new staff like that on the offensive side of the ball, it's just hard to really install how you got to over Zoom. Like, I'm sure you guys know Zoom. Like, it affected all of us. But it was just really hard to, like, get the chemistry and everything together off of a Zoom call. It's just not the same as in person. So I really think that played a big part. And it's just, I think it humbled us, you know, like, as a program, you know, because we had, I want to say, 9 or 10 win seasons back to back, and then you get the season like that, and it humbles you and makes you go back and work even harder. So I think we needed it.
But you weren't worried at all about the trajectory of the program under Coach
Oh,
Franklin?
absolutely not. Absolutely not. I got all my faith in Coach Franklin. He knows what he's doing.
Kind of going off that, it's the second year under Mike Yurkin.
Yours, yeah.
Sorry.
You're good.
How's that consistency kind of helped you guys? Is there an area in particular or anything like that?
Yeah, so definitely, like, I love Coach Yurcich, and I believe in his game plan. Every week, the game plan is great, and just picking back off of, like, what I just said about like installing the offense. So last year, you know, you guys saw, like, the rough part of the first install. So then this year, you're seeing, like, how we progressed and basically how much we learned and how much they tweak things to make it fit the scheme of the players we have. And I think they did a great job this year doing that, and I think it showed on the tape.
Was there a particular moment when you knew you wanted to come out for the draft?
I would say it wasn't like a particular moment. It was really just thinking about all the things that could happen, like if I come back or if I go. And I was just weighing my options out, and I just chose to go, and I just went with my gut.
Do you feel like you're mentally and physically ready to take on the NFL?
Absolutely. I feel like Penn State, throughout my 4.5 years here, has prepared me. They did an unbelievable job getting me to where I am now. Because I came in, I was 260, skinny, and they got me, I'm 310 right now. They got me my body right. They got me mentally right. I know more about offense than I ever did. So yeah, I think I'm ready.
You mentioned how the coaching staff sort of tweaked the offense to match what you guys do. What was the adjustment that has allowed you guys to
I can't go into too much detail. You know, I'm not trying to give our playbook away like that. But basically, they just changed up the scheme, made it easier for the O-line up front to just go out there and play and just block. That's it for real.
Juice, what was the tipping point of the decision? What was that last, when you were weighing it, obviously you were considering a lot of things, but what was the one thing that said, you know what, it's time?
Really just, it's been my dream my whole life to go to the NFL, and just to have a chance to even do it, it's unreal, to be honest with you. And 10-year-old me wouldn't even believe how far I've got. So it was just basically just realizing I have a chance in a lifetime to do something that nobody's ever done in my family, and I just went for it, and I'm just ready.
Just a lot of guys who opt for the draft opt out of a bowl game.
Yeah.
You and a couple of guys on this team chose to play in this bowl game.
Right.
Why is that, do you think?
I said it earlier, I just think it's the culture here. We just, since spring workouts, winter workouts, that's been our theme, resilience. And we just been fighting and fighting. And I just think it's only right to go out there and fight one more time together with this group of guys. You know, it's the last time we're gonna have this group of guys in the same locker room. And I just think we all just want to go out there and get a ring that says champion on it.
How much your family play a part in influencing your decision and so forth?
They definitely played a big part. My mom, my dad, my brothers, my girlfriend, they all played a big part in my decision. But one thing I'll say, they all had my back no matter what. If I would have chose to come back for a 6-year, they would have had my back. And that's one thing I think that's important for like guys that's going through this process, is you gotta have a good supporting cast that's gonna support you no matter what. That's not just there for the fame, for the money and all that bull crap. They just there for you and they got your back.
Juice, what would it mean to go out Monday as a winner? And also, secondly, what do you think the future of this program is?
To be honest with you, it means a lot to me to go out on top as a Rose Bowl champion. That's like a perfect story, to be honest. And then for the program, it would just be momentum for next year. As you guys see, we got some great young talent, and that would just be like momentum for them to just go forward. And I think, me personally, I'm calling it now, I think they're going to reach the playoffs next year. So yeah, I think it'll be great.
What have those conversations been like with the other seniors on the team as you guys are heading to your final college game?
Yeah, it's definitely like bittersweet, you know. I was talking to Todd Burton, and we was just basically talking about, like, because we came in together and just how fast it went, you know. It felt like yesterday we just got here, we were freshmen, just trying to figure out what we were doing, and now it's our last college football game. It's just, it's kind of surreal, but, you know, it's going to be emotional for sure when we, after the game, and I'm just trying to enjoy it right now. I know I'm going to tear up sometime, but I'm just trying to hold it in for.
You guys have done Disney. You're going to eat all you can eat prime rib tomorrow night. Is there any more fun you can have in a bowl game than what you guys are having?
I'm going to be honest with you. This bowl game has showed nothing but hospitality to us, and I'm really appreciative because I went to Fogo de Chao. Whew. Yeah, I might have met my match because I can eat. But I was full. I had to put the red card down, and I was done. So yeah, I've had a lot of fun here, and I'm just ready to go out there and play.
How do you balance the fun with knowing that it's time to get down to work because you got a game to play Monday?
Right. You know, it's just moderation for real. You just know you're here for a business trip. You know, at the end of the day, you know, you can enjoy yourself. But that's what those first 2 nights was. We enjoyed ourselves. Now it's a business trip. Let's go handle business.
Juice, can you describe your career from being a freshman to where you are now? And how have you grown on and off the field?
Right. So yeah, freshman year, I came in. My kick set was horrible. Fundamentals wasn't up to par. Didn't know much about offense. Like, I didn't know Mike ID. Didn't know Will. I didn't know really much. And then Coach Troutwine came in, and that's really when my career started to take off. He came in. He saw something in me. We put extra work in. I just kept going at it, stayed consistent, just kept doing what I had to do. And from me, freshman year to now, it's a like complete 360. Because freshman year, I was just, you know, I was kind of in that red shirt mode when guys get red shirted. And, you know, just not preparing like a starter. And then to now, it's just like I'm showing young guys how to prepare. And it's totally different. I never thought I'd be in this position, to be honest with you. But I'm just grateful.
Are you nervous or more excited about making that next step?
I'm definitely excited, but you know, nerves, it's come. If you're not nervous, something's wrong. But I'm definitely excited, and I'm looking forward to it for sure.
What was that?
No problem.
What was that moment like when you push send?
Yeah.
You put it out there. What kind of was going through your mind?
It's kind of like just a monkey off your back, you know, because I've been going through this for like a few weeks now, you know, thinking about it, having conversations with my family. And, you know, it's just like a sign of relief almost when you press that send button and you just know, like, it's done. Like, you got it out there. So, yeah, it felt good for sure.
Did you hear from anyone out of the blue that you hadn't heard from in a while after you declared? What was kind of the response like?
Like who? Like, what do you mean? Like just random, like in general?
Response,
Oh, yeah, definitely. I got a lot of love for sure on social media. And definitely people are hitting my phone. It's definitely appreciative to know that, like, they pay attention and they're watching me and they support me. I appreciate all the love for sure.
When you were weighing your option, what what was the biggest pro in returning to Penn State?
I think the biggest pro of returning to Penn State would have been to come back and suit up in that blue and white one more time and just going into Beaver Stadium and playing in front of that 110 again. That would have been amazing. And then also just playing with my brothers, man. I got a great bond with these guys. Some of these guys probably going to be, in my wedding and stuff like that. So it just been that for real. And then one more thing, just ringing that bell in Beaver after the win, nothing like it.
And you mentioned you think you're going to make the playoff next year. How do you think the offensive line specifically is set up for the future?
Oh, yeah, I think we're in great hands for sure. You got Olu, you got Caden Wallace, you got Sal Wormley, Hunter Norzad, Landon Tainwell. I could go on and on. I think we're in great hands. I think we're just going to build off of this year.
You mentioned the mental part of playing center, being able to identify stuff in some positions. How do you kind of work with the younger guys to make sure they're ready to do it, and more ready maybe than you were?
Right. Yeah, I definitely wasn't ready my freshman year for sure. But it's really easy, when you got young guys that are smart and that want to learn. They want to understand football. And Drew Shelton, J.B. Nelson, Vanga, those guys, it's easy to teach them because like how in tune they are and how much of a student of the game they are. And so it's easy, like I tell Drew, like, that's how you ID. And I'm like, you understand? And he'd be like, yeah. And then I asked him a question and he understood it. So like it's really not me, it's them. It's them being just good students of the game. But yeah, I'm excited to see what they do for sure.
We saw Hunter play center, and we know that Nick was working there. I mean, who else is capable of playing center in that room?
So you got Hunter, you got Nick. I think Sal could play some center. Vanga could definitely play some center. I see that in the future. You just never know for real, That's a good thing about Trout. He's gonna have if somebody goes down, he's gonna have somebody ready for sure. And I can see a couple guys, filling that position.
For Drew specifically, what have you seen out of him during his freshman year and going into next year? Will have a bigger role. Yeah, it's a good. It's cool to see, to be honest with you, as like an older guy, to see a young guy develop. And it's only been he got here in the summer, so it hasn't even been a whole year. And from him to the summer to now, he's progressed crazy. And he's like gained 20, almost 30 pounds already. I see him being a monster in the years to come, and I'm excited to watch him. Keeping up with him, and like I said, I got him making the playoffs next year. What's the ceiling for a guy like him?
Drew Shelton?
Yeah, what's your?
Sky's the limit. I think he could be a Olu Fashanu type player, caliber player, I should say. And I just think because he, as a true freshman, how polished he is, yeah, he's gonna be a great.
Sean said that the biggest difference in Drew Aller to now is the fact that he's learned how to learn.
Mm-hmm.
Would you say that you've seen that in Drew Shelton over the season? And then also, when do you think that you learned how to learn?
Yeah, so definitely, like I just said, it's easy to teach guys that know how to learn. And I feel like Drew and Vanga, they came in, they knew how to learn. Like, they just don't say nothing and listen and pay attention. And that's how it's supposed to be. And me, I said I came in freshman year, I didn't really understand what was going on. But as I got halfway through my freshman year, I started to pick up. And then I just realized I just paid attention what the older guys were doing. We had Trace, we had Ryan Bates, we had Will Fries, guys like that. I would just pick up off their habits. And that's really what I told the young guys. I was like, I'm not perfect in no way or shape or form, but I know a little something about what I'm doing because I've been here for 4.5 years. And I just told them, if y'all need help, just come with me. I'll show y'all what to do, show you how to stretch, show you how to watch film, stuff like that. And I just think, if they can do that to the next freshmen that come up, this program's gonna take off.
What is it about this team that makes you think that it has the playoff ceiling next year? What about it?
It's just the potential that they have. With all the young guys. all the guys that's coming back, I just think they have the potential to be that type of team.
And I missed this earlier, but if you could just debrief, why you decided to enter the draft.
Yeah, I got you. Yeah, so it was definitely a tough decision, weighing my options out to come back or go. But at the end of the day, I sat down with my family, my supporting cast, and basically just decided that it was the best decision for me to enter the draft. It's been a lifelong dream, and to have a chance to go to the NFL is amazing. So I took my chance, and I'm going for it.
I asked Coach Irsich about, when you make that announcement that you're going to declare. He said it's all individual. I remember last year there were some guys like Jesse Lucetta who declared for the draft right after the bowl game.
Right.
What went into the decision process to, declare for the draft before the bowl game?
So I was going to do that after the bowl game, but then when I sat down with my family, they were like, why wait? Like, just get it over with. And I couldn't agree more, because I'd rather just get it over with, get it out the way so I can just focus on the game itself and not to deal with all the extra stuff. So yeah, that was really the main reason to do it before the bowl game.
You mentioned being here for 4.5 years. Have you had a chance to reflect on the 4.5 years, and has that kind of allowed you to take in this experience more?
Yeah, definitely. I'm just definitely grateful for it all. Appreciate Coach Franklin for even giving me a chance to be here. But yeah, I definitely sat back. I'm just realizing, like, this is my last ride ever in a college uniform. So yeah, it's definitely going to be emotional for sure.
How have you changed as a person in those 4.5 years?
I've grown up so much. I definitely think I came in as a young man, and I think I'm leaving here as a man. Just the trials and tribulations I went through here, the adversity, and just to overcome it all, it made me the person I am today.
Given, the young guys, this is their first bowl game, what are you telling the young running backs to be ready to go out there and really do what they've done all season?
Repeat that, my bad.
What are you telling the young running backs to be ready, this is their first bowl game,
to
go out there and do what they've done all season?
It's just another game, It's don't put in too much into the hype of the game. Just treat it as another game. And that's what Coach Franklin preaches, 1-0. And I got all the faith in my young guys, the running backs, man. They're going to come out, they're going to be ready to play. I'm not worried about them at all.
And they compared you guys to Oregon State, so what do you guys need to do just to get off to a good start against a team you never faced before?
Yeah, definitely just come out fast, come out aggressive, and just show them, who they think we are is not that.
And when you just look around, like you said, it's your last college football game. You look around all the Rose Bowl paraphernalia. What does it just really mean to be here and soak it all in? Like, trip to Disneyland yesterday.
Yeah, right. It's just, like I said, I'm grateful for it all. It's unbelievable being here in the Rose Bowl, being in Cali my first time. I'm just taking it all in and just being appreciative and just knowing that it's my last game ever in a Penn State uniform.
Forget the score, obviously you want to win, but what do you guys want to be able to say about yourselves after this game is over and you head back to the locker room?
Just want to be able to say, that we champions, Rose Bowl champions, and that we played the way we play Penn State football. And at the end of the day, whenever you say champions, it don't matter how you play, just as long as it say champions.
In order to become a champion here for the Rose Bowl, you're going to have to go up against a Utah defense.
Right.
Just tell me a little about them. What's kind of stood out on film, or what are you guys expecting from them?
Yeah, they definitely are a sound football team overall, and their defense is definitely I would say their best part of the team, and they're good. They're good defense. They big up front, strong. Coming off the ball. The linebackers, they run to the ball, come downhill. They got good corners. So it's going to be a challenge for us for sure. But we just got to come out, play our game, and just do what we do.
How rewarding is it when you see those running backs get those big runs?
Man, it feel like I scored, It's definitely a great feeling, But when I see Nick or Fat Man just running down the sideline, I'm just so happy, man. It's a great feeling, though. It really do feel like I scored when they scored, though. It's great.
So they run a lot faster.
Yeah, way faster. Well, I could never catch up.
And talk about Sean. What has he meant as the leader for you guys on offense and also just for the program?
Yeah, Sean's been a great leader throughout his career here the whole time. He gets a lot of unnecessary slander, from fans, from the media, and I just think it's not necessary, because if you look at what he's done, it's great. It's unbelievable. He's had probably arguably one of the best Penn State quarterback careers here, and I just think after this game they gotta put some respect on his name for sure.
Final question for me: who do you think is the funniest guy on the roster?
The funniest guy.
It could be a few guys.
All right, yeah, I'm gonna have it. So we got Nick Dawkins, definitely up there. I got Sal. Sal cracked me up, man. And last, I'm gonna go with Tig. Tig, that boy Tig funny.
Are they guys like just in the locker room? They're always cracking.
Yeah, always. How could I? PJ up there too. PJ come in the locker room. I'm sure if y'all interview P, he loud, just loud like an old uncle. And then you got Doc. Doc just a character, man. He's just funny. And those guys, man, they really bring energy into the locker room and brighten up your day if you're having a bad day, So it's always good to have guys like that in the locker room.
Was there a moment in practice over this last couple weeks when you got here where you realized, we aren't playing around, we're really focused on winning, not just like something that you saw in practice that you were like, okay, we're ready?
Yeah, no, I would say our Sunday practice, our first practice here, I said Sunday, but really it was Tuesday practice. Guys just came out with attention and focus, and it's I've been here for a few bowls, and that first practice, it could be lackluster at times, lack of energy and stuff, because you just did all the traveling and whatnot. But man, we came out, we was firing all cylinders, and we just came out locked in and focused. That was a good start to the bowl game for sure.
Juice, in what ways have you seen this team improve from November until now?
Definitely just from November, how we dealt with that little adversity that we faced. Just showed how resilient we are. I just think now we got all the confidence in the world to be who we are and just to play our game.
And what is the biggest improvement that you've seen throughout this program?
You said repeat that one, my bad.
The biggest improvement you've seen out of the team through this program?
The biggest improvement I've seen, like I just said, our focus. Our focus, we've been locked in, man. We've enjoyed ourselves, we had our fun, but we know we got a mission to do, and that's be Rose Bowl champions.
Hey, Juice, is there any defense?
Last questions, please wrap up.
Is there any defense that in the Big Ten that you guys have played that you can compare to Utah that reminds you of Utah?
That's a good question, actually. I wouldn't say compare to Big Ten, because it's like, it's different. But I would just say if they played in the Big Ten, I think they would be a top Big Ten defense for sure. They're a great.
The top defense?
No, I think we got the top defense, but I definitely think they would be, a top three defense in the Big Ten for sure, because what I've seen on film, how they fly around, it's definitely a defense that could play in the Big Ten, and we just gotta show them, how Big Ten offense works.